Hello everyone and welcome to, today is Halloween. I wasn't really planning on making a video today. I tweeted that I was going to make a video today, scrambled for ideas, and SCP came to mind. So, typed in, and I found SCP-2523, or however you want to say it, 25 to 23. I'm just going to say 2523. I do not know anything about this SCP. Hold on. Creepy music. Alright. I believe I added that. Okay, let's get started. So, okay. Let's get into this. Item number SCP-2523. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures. Annually on August 15th, Mobile Task Force Omicron 13 Trick or Treat is to be activated. MTF-013 must begin a full-class W amnestic treatment regimen no later than August 20th. Mobile Task Force 013 will begin the class with W dosage ramp down no earlier than November 7th, and will stand down no earlier than November 15th. Activation may be extended up to 90 days as at the discretion of SCP-2523 Project Lead. Further extensions must be approved by both the reporting HR supervisor and reporting medical officer. Beginning on October 1st, Mobile Task Force Omega-13 will conduct 24-hour observation of 8 sites affected by SCP-2523, designated SCP-2523-A through H, which will include the easternmost and westernmost affected locations, as well as an additional site chosen in each U.S. time zone. On October 31st, 1 hour prior to local sunset, Mobile Task Force Omega-13 will deploy a 2-man contact team in each designated site. As each location enters the operation, contact teams are to be relieved every 8 hours for 24 hours. Ejected team members must be replaced immediately. All teams within the anomaly must confirm positive contact and passphrase during each relief or replacement. Team members are to attempt to prevent non-monetary purchases by civilians, using low-profile social engineering techniques only. If the event that a civilian engages in non-monetary purchasing, they are to ascertain the civilian's identity and origin point, and advise the support team. Support teams are to immediately locate and detain any civilians who have made a non-monetary purchase. Purchased items are to be confiscated for study. Detained persons are to be interviewed and released following amnestics. The ejected contact team personnel are to be immediately reclassified as Class E personnel, debriefing, and quarantined for 366 days at a location at least 50 kilometers from any key Foundation assets. Survivors may return to duty pending approval by the reporting medical officer. Current detention of SCP-2523-1 entities is not authorized. In the event that authorization is reinstated, entities are to be secured with restraints consisting of a minimum 70% iron by mass. Description: SCP-2523 is a phenomenon affecting seasonal Halloween costume and decoration stores in the US and Canada from sunset on October 31st to sunset on November 1st. It is restricted to stores which are entirely seasonal and does not affect Halloween displays in more permanent businesses. While the anomaly is active, the affected locations become spatial coagulated regardless of geometric separation. Store interiors will overlay with sufficient similar, e.g. similar display shelving will become a single shelf unit without duplication of products. Otherwise, the entire space expands as needed. Persons entering one location are able to physically interact with persons at all affected locations in real time and return to their place of origin when exiting. The affected locations remain open for the full 24-hour period, regardless of posted hours. At sunset, 4 to 6 entities designated SCP-2523-1 will appear and relieve all employees. Entities are diminutive humanoids, estimated to be between 0.8 and 1.2 meters in height, with a variety of chemical features from various vertebrates as well as limbs and extremities that vary in portion. See Appendix A, SCP-2523-1 for additional detail. These entities carry out routine retail operations, except for the attempting to persuade customers to make non-monetary exchanges. At the end of this 24-hour period, they are relieved by scheduled human employees who typically begin closing the store for the season. Exposed persons will rationalize all anomalous properties of SCP-2523, including those of trades, entities, and objects originating from the anomaly as entirely normal experiences. This effect extends to direct conversation with the affected persons, as well as photographs and other direct recordings. This is an anamnetic effect that Class W amnestics treatment, combined with consciousness reaffirmation of observed details, has been demonstrated to neutralize. When a customer attempts to purchase an item during the anomaly, SCP-2523-1 entities will attempt to persuade them not to use the monetary means to purchase the item. Instead, the entity will ask for a trade. Entities have accepted physical objects as well as more abstract concepts as fair trades. This include hair, personal abilities, years of life, children, illegal drugs, memories, and emotions. For a full list, see Appendix B, SCP-2523 non-monetary exchange. If the customer insists on paying with money, the entity will, with visible reluctance, accept. Customers appear to have permanently lost the trade quality in all cases that it was testable. Any item acquired by non-monetary means will manifest significant anomalous properties. The following is a partial list. See Appendix B for the full list. Item: prosthetic vampire fangs. Wearing develops an uncontrollable desire to consume blood. Any vertebrate blood is accepted, as well as the ability to induce a state of extreme suggestibility via conversation. Exchanged for 30 grams of heroin. A dark chocolate candy bar. After consuming the bar, the subject lost all interest in food and did not show any signs of starvation despite consuming nothing else for 28 days. The memory of a childhood family tree. 300 plastic spiders. Purchaser was inspired to consume the spiders. Following consumption of a spider, subject was able to excrete an otherwise non-anomalous living banded spider. Arachnopo transficata from bodily orifices and directed telepathically. The ability to sing. Sexy nurse costume. Wearer demonstrates marked decreased sexual inhibitions as well as increased attractiveness to the opposite sex. Sexual partners report mild anesthetic effects. An 8-year-old boy, current whereabouts are unknown. Directive trick mirror. Entities visible in the mirror are deceased persons or pets known to the viewer. Empathy. Bag of roasted pumpkin seeds. Seeds originate from SCP-097. Don't know that. A tattoo depicting the rank chevrons of the United States Navy Petty Officer First Class. Tattoo was removed without scarring. Addendum. Ejection Event. The first ejection event occurred during initial containment on November 1st, 1999 at 110 hours, and is typically of all later ejection events. Agent Magani attempted to physically block the entrance to the anomaly. A SCP-2523-1 entity emerged and asked Agent Mugani to leave. Mugani refused and began to suffer significant full-body pain, which increased in intensity until he complied. Afterwards, Mugani reported having bad luck, and statistic analysis determined that he and area where he was stationed were suffering a significant high number of unfortunate coincidences. This condition ended with his death in a car accident on November 25th, 2000. It is suspected as a contributing factor in 17 injuries and 4 fatalities, and 1 Category 3 breach event at area. Further testing has determined that this effect persists for 366 days. Once ejected, personnel are unable to re-enter the anomaly, even after the 360-day period has expired. Detention of SCP-2523-1 entity. Interview. SCP-2523-1 entity with name tag reading Bobby Goodman. Interviewer. Agent Rosetta. Forward. On October 31st, 2001 at 2000 hours, Old Task Force Omega-13 agents abducted an SCP-2523-1 entity to the 17 for questioning and containment. It is described as having canine ears, a primitive muzzle, and disproportionate long arms and legs. See Appendix A for full description. Entity was successfully secured with iron restraints. 3 Omega-13 members were ejected from the anomaly as a consequence of the operation. Begin log, November 1st, 2001, 200 hours. Rosetta. So, Bobby, would you like to tell me about where you work? I don't work, human. I sell things. Tell me about the things you sell then. We sell delicious things, wonderful things, things of joy and darkness, things from the land of youth, things from the land of death, and things from the border country. Come by. Who are you? You humans, always so forgetful, such a delight. At summer's end, the gates at the border country are opened wide. We have come to sell our wares at this time, as we did in the... What is your world? From the places in the shadows that cannot be reached from the now? The past? We are the in-between people, the border people, vassals neither to hot, radiant summer or cold, merciless winter. We are the autumn people. Why only seasonal Halloween stores and not others? Oh, the in-between places, they are ours. They too live only here in the edge of summer. Why do you prefer to trade for things not money? Money has no value. It is only a medium of exchange. We crave only things of value. For these we can trade in the world. How do you think we get the things we sell? We are the autumn people, not cobblers. Are you aware that the things you sell are problematic for humans? Yes, of course they are. We are a merry people. Our wares are mireful. End log. Closing statement. Following the interview, the entity was transferred to a humanoid containment unit and was extremely cooperative. At sunset on November 1st, 2001, the entity vanished from the containment, leaving behind a crude doll make of rough, unworked oak sticks, clothing scraps, and mineral clay. All milk products at Site 17 were reported to have instantly spoiled simultaneously with this event. Footnote: the similarities between this phenomenon and SCP-1323 include the overlapping time frame, spatial disorganization, and the behavior of the entities within, and the nature of the exchanges suggest that these may be highly correlated phenomena. Questioning the SCP-2523-1 entities about this connection has resulted in ejection events. Okay. Well, that is all. I hope you all enjoyed hearing about SCP-2523, or 2523 as I kept on saying. I hope you all have a great Halloween, if you are celebrating it. Please be safe. Don't want anybody getting sick. I hope you stay well. If you are sick, please know that I wish for good health for you. And happy Halloween. Kyla Creeper, signing out.